All right, testing. Mic check. This is on? Are we
Yep.
on? Are we live? Are we
Yep.
live?
Live.
Oh
Happy
yeah.
Sunday, everybody. We got lots to talk about. It's just the boys today. What's up, guys? Highway 54.
The ongoing series about the life of the people touched by the love of the Pacific. Here are their stories. This is Highway 54.
All right, 2022, everybody. It is February. We are back in session. It's the boys today. Coach Anthony, D3, and myself, DJ, Kid
So,
Mango. Wow, it's been a actually eventful 2 weeks, actually. Um,
yeah, it has. It has.
Yeah.
we just had the Super Bowl, LA Rams. Congratulations to the city of Los Angeles, the Angels, the LA Rams by the teeth. They won by like was it a point, 2 points? What was it?
I think it's they just won by a touchdown. I'm not
Yeah,
sure. I just heard the
it was,
last minute touchdown that came
yeah,
back.
I think it was 23-20. Yeah, I
Yeah, I
think it
mean
was
literally
23-20.
like the last 4 minutes, 3 minutes. I was in Tucson with one of my godson's parents, anyways, friends from Yokota, and we're on the road. We watched the halftime. You guys watched the halftime?
Oh yeah. I wasn't
Woo!
missing that.
What did you guys think? D3, I
Wow.
already know a little bit, but Anthony, what did you think?
I mean, from the highlights that I saw, because I was asleep during the whole show. I
Please
went to
tell
bed
me you
early.
weren't.
I went
Okay.
to bed early. Let's see. From the parts that I saw, I mean, they were talking about like 50 Cent looking like a beach whale getting lowered down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was getting
Um,
teased.
yeah. And they had some of the, I guess what they call it from that lovely show, Meteor Man. I forgot what the soldiers were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar, and then just a bunch of rolling stuff. So I did see Eminem take a knee for Tupac.
Yeah.
And then I heard that Snoop Dogg wasn't supposed to wear blue, but it was. I mean,
Hmm.
just a lot of things that he wasn't supposed to do. But from overall, I just heard that the show was pretty good.
Yeah.
I didn't watch all the performances or anything.
You know, 13 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna be real honest. You know, I'm a Gen X, obviously, and I've gone through all kinds of music, hip hop. I was a DJ. I am a DJ, and so I love hip hop. I love rock. I love pop, all music. That's a true artist at heart here. But I wouldn't say it's the best. halftime. Come on, because you can't say like not watching Prince and say, yeah, it's better than Prince. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Of course, Michael Jackson, him just standing there for like, I don't know, what's like 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, those were impactful and still of our generation, Generation X. And I know that. So that what I'm gonna say here with the halftime, it was timely, it was appropriate, it was for us. Um, there is I know if you guys are on my Facebook, there is a lady who, her name was Tracy Cole. So I'm gonna read this real quick because I think it's appropriate and I think it kind of explains a lot about what you just saw. As a generation for the last 2 years, we've had to bury parents, friends, and grew up with and lost careers. We've had to start all over while being faced with new responsibilities associated with new normals during these unprecedented times. We needed these 13 minutes. And for 13 minutes on a Sunday in the middle of probably the most mentally and emotionally taxing time of our lives, we Gen X millennials were comforted, recharged, and didn't have a care in the world within those 13 minutes. We were taken back to a simpler time of our lives. We were encouraged to know that the one and only DOGG is still riding with the DRE. We partied like it was our birthday with 50. We got crunk with Mary and reminded we don't need any hateration. Eminem reminded us that when you have one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you've ever wanted, you take it, lose yourself in the moment, own it, and never let it go. These are the reminders we needed for those 13 minutes. We are the strongest, most influential generation to date. We still got it. And we needed this halftime to remind us all that within those 13 minutes.
Preach,
That was well summed up, sir.
preach, preach. Because I still remember, not to completely date myself, but I still remember when MTV wasn't playing rap at all, unless it was on Yo MTV Raps, and that was just one show, with Fab Five Freddy and all the controversy that they had just playing Michael Jackson. They really didn't want to do that,
Yeah.
So, but to see so many things come full circle during Black History Month. So, I mean, like, you know what? I'll take that 13 minutes. I'll take it. We've been through a lot, but at the same time, can't nobody tell me that as far as hip hop is concerned, that the 80s and the 90s were not the best.
Yeah.
It is what it is, hands down. I mean,
Yeah.
and if somebody wants to debate that, that's fine. We can go artist for artist and lyric
Yeah,
for lyric. That's fine.
Yeah. I mean, what the thing with us with Gen X and the early years of millennials, we knew a time when we all didn't have cell phones, when we all didn't have smartphones, when we all didn't have internet. We barely had American Online or whatever it was, that internet,
Yeah, it was American
Yahoo,
Online.
Dog Pile, whatever it was, right? We knew how it felt like to visit our friends. You want to know where everybody was at? It's all the bikes in front of your houses.
Right. And there's at least three of them that were just laying down. The kickstand's still up, but they're laying down.
Exactly. We sat in groups of 3, 4, 5, 6, or 10, and we actually, talked to each other.
Yeah.
We talked about our days. We talked about her and him and she and what happened yesterday or in school. We actually had conversations and we looked at each other and we felt the emotions and all that. Anyways, what I'm saying is, but we also grew up in a time where, smartphones came out and the technology made it kind of easier for people to interact, but we understand both worlds, right? So that halftime show took us back to that time when things were a lot simpler. It was appropriate, and they're going to make controversy. Obviously, we're going to tease here and there, of course, with 50 Cent. He was kind of heavy, but I don't understand why he was upside down. But hey, 50 Cent, I'm not trying to hate on you. I'm just saying, just teasing on you, anyways.
Yeah,
but
he could have recreated a different part of the video instead of just that part.
Exactly.
But like everybody else.
But the one thing we were all waiting for. Come on, like I'm not alone on this. We were waiting for Tupac.
Oh, the hologram?
Yeah, at least I mean,
I
you know
told you
he's
I
alive.
wanted to see
You know he's
that. I
alive, right?
wanted
You know he's alive, right?
him and Elvis, right?
Yeah, he's on the moon. The moon.
What else? Okay. The dark side
Yeah.
of the moon.
Yeah, I wanted to see Dub C crip walking. That's what I wanted to see.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like you said,
Oh
I
man,
think we missed some opportunities there. Warren G, the brother of Dr. Dre. Come on, man, or Dre. Nate
dad,
Dogg. Do
dad
do
was
do do
corrupt.
do. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Was the game supposed to
Um,
be there?
who?
The game, like the artist, the game since 50 Cent's founder.
I saw an article, a blurb about him saying I should have been there, but he can't compare. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's not iconic as you would think 50 Cent and Dre and Mary J. Blige and you know what I'm saying? He's
But if
Yeah.
they,
not at the he's not at the level. He's not at the
yeah,
level.
to me, if they were going to do a hologram of Pac, they would have to do a hologram of Nipsey Hussle too.
Oh
But
yeah. I mean
I
he
if
he was repping
yeah,
California
yeah,
nonstop.
yeah. And you know anybody out there who disagrees with us, look, it's LA. We're in California. You know what I'm saying? It's Black History Month. Um it's our genre of music or that time has not been represented in how many halftime, you know what I'm
I
saying?
don't think so ever.
Mm.
Yeah,
Like
Not
ever.
that I
until
know of. God remembers they had Aerosmith. I don't know what the weekend was doing last year.
Woo,
I mean,
that
I've seen all types of other artists that were out there, and then
yeah,
to finally have hip hop artists that were considered, if you think about it, Dre was part of NWA, so they were considered menaces to society. You know, especially
yes,
with their song "F the Police." I mean, just
yes,
that's just how they was feeling, and they were talking about
yeah.
what they went through.
I
So
think we've had, yeah, Beyonce was great. Don't get me, I'm not taking away from Beyonce's, that was epic statement. I get that, but
I
it's
think Bruno Mars brought that down.
R&B pop, Bruno Mars, yeah, but this is straight hip hop. This is a statement of a time when they were hot and it meant something. And it was underrepresented. It was way too late in the game, you know. So it was appropriate time. And then of course Eminem making that statement. But we talked about that, right?
yeah,
He just kneeled. And anybody who grew up in the military or was active duty or a veteran or grew up around with parents or family members from the military, it is not disrespectful to kneel. Kneeling is actually, and it has always been, a sign of respect,
Mhm.
right?
yeah.
Eminem did not say anything. There was no flag behind him. There was no anthem. There was no sign. He just knelt, right? I don't know exactly if I heard anything or read anything where he said why he was kneeling, but those who knew know.
But you think about it too. Sometimes people do stuff. Like I think Eminem is gifted enough to do stuff that
Mm,
will start a dialogue. That was the whole point. Now, if somebody disagrees with it, that's fine. Speak to somebody who agree with it. You're
yeah,
starting a dialogue between two contrasting views.
yeah,
That was
yeah,
the whole point. So
yeah,
his silence said a lot, and that was,
yeah,
I mean, to me, the dude is brilliant.
yeah. So a lot to take from that whole 13 minutes, with Snoop Dogg, obviously in blue, but he's I mean, there's a lot of OGs, but he's one of the most successful and out there OGs who, at that time when he grew up, when you're 13, 14, 15 years old, you're a product of your environment. And it's just so happened that he was a part of a group and he shows that even though he's not in the game that anymore, because he's a grown man with kids and adults and bills, and he has a voice and entertainment. He's still loyal to what he was before. You know what I'm saying? And there's no mouse. It's not. And you know that the OGs, the originals, the older people who lasted, a lot of them are friends or business partners or collaborators. With business or community outreach. I believe, and please correct me if I'm wrong. I grew up here in the '90s. I left before the gangs really got really bad in early '90s here in California. Um, that a lot of these groups are not. They're still together, but they're not really together. It's not like back in the day where oh, you're wearing blue, you're wearing red, I'm gonna go kill you over that. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure it happens out there because of circumstance, but you know, Snoop Dogg is a prime example of like, okay, you know, it's just like a fraternity, like a sorority. I'm not trying to equate equality a bit, but it's kind of like that, right? He grew up that way. That's his family, his friends, and people have died um, in that neighborhood that he knew, and he was just paying homage to it.
But at the same time, you gotta think too, um, from the different documentaries of different people that grew up there. I mean, if you weren't in a gang, then chances are you're going to get beat down.
Yeah,
So, and a lot
yeah,
of them didn't have that. I guess they didn't have that camaraderie with anyone else in their family. So it's like,
exactly.
okay, so um, these dudes are going to beat me up, so I have to be with them. You can't beat them, join them. So what do you do? I mean, it's not saying it's. I mean, so that if you think about it, that's peer pressure and bullying at the same time. But you got
Yeah,
to do what you got to do to survive.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
and who am I to judge anybody? I mean,
yeah,
there weren't any gangs in my neighborhood, but there were certain cliques
yeah,
that certain people that hung around. They weren't as organized or anything like that, but it was just certain people that hung around other people because they could relate to them one way or another. And the way they did it was through a specific neighborhood. You
yeah,
know, so I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
you can't really fault that.
yeah, yeah. Well, I think bottom line, it was a 13 minutes of much needed reminder of simpler times. I think we said that, so it was great. And the top of it all, not just the halftime, but the actual game was great. To
Yeah,
the last minute. Yeah, it was a great game.
yeah.
I feel for Cincinnati and Bengals, but I really
I
wanted
don't.
it.
They're
Yeah,
in the same. They're in the same division as my Ravens. I could care less. These are the same dudes that.
Emotional
Oh,
damage.
these are the
all
same
the
dudes that
Bengals
said they're
fans.
trying to win the Super Bowl for Harambe. I'm like, what?
oh
Man,
my
get out
god,
of here, man. Get out of here. Kick rocks and flip flops.
kick rocks, Carl. Yes, Coldplay. Look, yeah, that was boring. Who's the guy that took off his shirt? Fuck his name. Like 2018, Adam Levine. What the hell his
Levine?
name?
That no, Adam Levine is part of Maroon 5.
Maroon 5. Remember he took off his shirt in 2018
Oh,
or is it 2019? 2019. 2019. You guys didn't watch that? Okay, it was only me. Like I
yeah.
said.
It's not memorable.
I was basically I was a good fellow in West Texas and I put the Super Bowl on like I do like all the time, big screen and all the girls were screaming and guys were like, what the hell exactly? He took off his shirt. Okay, so he took off his shirt, did not get in trouble. Nipples flying. But remember a couple of years back again, right? Janet Jackson,
Yeah, you know they hold women to a different standard than us. So
double standard. Carla, I like him as a singer, but I'm saying he took off his shirt. We saw his nipples. No one said shit.
nobody wants to
That's
see
what
his
you're gonna say when you go
chesticles.
to the beach.
We don't want to see his chesticles.
Double standard. Poor Janet. I love you, Janet Jackson. Come back again, anyways. But yeah.
Isn't she
Yeah.
divorced?
Who?
Janet recently got a divorce, didn't she?
So let me ask you a quick question.
Yeah.
Y'all think you
Cause she got
think
questions.
Janet can do a verses with anybody?
Well, yeah.
Madonna would be the only person I could think of.
Madonna has that many hits?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As Janet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Madonna? Come
Madonna?
on.
Yeah, dude, come on.
I don't know. Maybe I just liked her first album. That was about it. Other stuff, I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Like she got
But
what?
Jimmy,
Like the
but Jimmy
Girl?
Jam and Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis with Janet
Janet
was just
Jackson.
amazing.
Who? A
Every album was
versus?
amazing.
Wow. Janet Jackson? The only person with even the sales in the hits
Britney Spears.
would be
It had to.
Madonna.
It would have to be Mariah, I think.
Mariah? Well, Mariah can't sing, so
Ooh,
She
well,
don't have to sing
no.
because Music
You
Soul
can't.
Child, his last one, he was lip
Yeah,
syncing over
you
his
can't.
already.
Oh wow,
I'm
dude, I didn't
scratched
know
on the
myself.
vocal. Yeah.
Look, I love Janet Jackson. Great dancer, great entertainer, but you can't equate her with Mariah Carey. you're saying like Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston, the voice is different. Uh,
I'm
you
not
know what
talking
I'm
about the
saying?
voice.
But
I
for
mean,
like
just the
entertainer,
actual
the
hits. I mean,
entertainer,
the hits themselves. The number of
Madonna.
hits.
it's
Because the voices. I
only
mean,
thing I
yeah.
could
Because
think of
there's
is
no way
Madonna
that.
for that same era.
Madonna would be
Um,
the only person. You can't say what's her
like you
name?
said, impactful. She
Paula Abdul.
oh yeah, Paula, yeah. She only
CC
got like three
Peniston.
hits.
See, understand? Yeah, you talking about total entertainer would be
Yeah.
it would only during the same almost era would be Janet Jackson, Madonna,
Okay.
right? R&B ish wise,
No
there's
vocals,
nobody
but
that match.
no,
Nobody
Um,
matches.
the only other person I would say that maybe would be Beyonce. From an entertainer perspective, if you're looking at dancing,
Okay,
impact,
okay,
and
okay.
vocals,
Yes,
from an
yes. I'll give you that.
entertainer perspective, like all around entertainer,
Yes, I'll
I
give you that.
I would
Yes,
say that.
yes. I would say that.
Mariah
How old is Janet Jackson? 50-ish,
She's like a
60,
52,
her
52?
knees still
something like
going.
that.
Yeah, yeah. And then yeah, Beyonce would be, yeah, if it wasn't Madonna, I would say Beyonce. Yeah.
Whoever did DJ K Hill, give him good props.
So, basically guys, Super Bowl halftime was great and you guys the people who complain are the people wearing like New Balance shoes.
New Balance with the Velcro straps.
Damn it!
Yeah.
With the Velcro straps.
It's gonna be
Knuckle
country music
straps.
next. It's gonna be country
tucked in
music next one.
tucked in shirt and their jeans.
Not the flannel.
With
Yeah.
a belt, with a
You
belt
didn't even say
buckle.
flannel.
Yeah. Oh, so a good segue is you guys know that Snoop Dogg just acquired Death Row Records.
Oh yeah.
And
So
how
the rapper
ironic
mogul,
is that? Yeah.
yeah,
Because you remember he had beef with them. Yeah.
yeah, it's appropriate. I guess it was for sale. The Death Row Records was under the brand name of MNRK Music Group, which is controlled by private equity managed by Blackstone. The investment firm announced
Blackstone owns
Wednesday.
everything. Jeez.
Yeah, the terms of the deal was not disclosed, but Snoop Dogg is excited, and I guess it's a good segue into that halftime where, like, you know, he's still there. Dr. Dre obviously is probably going to be working with him on Death Row. He owns the catalogs of all that music, Tupac, you know, Warren G. I mean, all kinds. The Game, right? And wasn't it owned by the Game too, Death Row.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I know he
and
had beef with them, and then Master P kept him from coming out with a
mhm,
diss record and would pretty
yeah.
much saved his life.
I mean, Snoop Dogg, 1990s was on there with Death Row Records. Started with them with founder Suge Knight and DOC, Dick Griffey, and immediately aftermath, and of course, Tupac was with them.
Somebody needs to buy Murder Inc.
No,
Yeah, I don't know who would buy that.
You wanna be with my baby?
Yeah, yeah.
You gotta go crazy.
Jean shorts, Floyd. Yeah, they were wearing jean shorts. All right, so so our brother here, Anthony, was recently highlighted in a magazine
Sir.
called
Voyage Baltimore.
Voyage Baltimore. So talk about that. How did that come about?
Well, they said they shot me an email saying that 3 people really wanted to recommended me to be a guest or to be interviewed for their magazine. I did not recognize any of these people. They just kind of threw some names out there, and I was like, "Hey, these people said that you'll be a good fit." And I was like, "Cool. What do I got to do?" And they was like, "Fill out this form." And so they already preset questions.
Oh, okay.
And what the funny thing is it wasn't like I was actually talking to them. It'd have been nice.
Okay.
And then I just kind of filled out the questions, sent it off, and that was kind of it. And then, like, I think about a week or 2 later, next thing you know, it's posted.
Okay.
Oh, you
okay.
pulled it up. Thanks.
Yeah, blow it up. Yeah. Me and Anthony Weaver of About That Wallet. Today we'll introduce you to Anthony Weaver. Hi, Anthony. Can you start by introducing yourself? So all these questions in black were given to you, and you just kind of filled them out.
Yeah.
And did they call you back and say, "Hey, we have more questions," or
We actually never talked on the phone. It was strictly email.
what?
Yeah.
And was this free, paid? What was it?
This was free, and then like next thing you know, they wanted me to pay for my article. So I was like, you know what, I'll at least buy one. And
Pay for your article? I don't understand.
yeah,
So
like
you're
a
paying for the
printable because
information
it's
you gave
strictly
them.
right. So it's strictly online, and because it's strictly online, in order for me to get a printed copy, I have to pay for them. Pay $15 for a copy of it.
Oh, that's cool.
But
Yeah,
I was like, you know, hey, it's my first publication. I'll pay the
yeah,
15,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then get it going.
So you sent pictures and all that and all the contact. That's cool, man. I like that.
I sent the one, "Why you still working?" only because it's like, why are you still working?
I kind of like, not kind of. I like that Anthony actually took pictures. Are
No,
you taking pictures of yourself or what is this?
this was me taking pictures of myself at
What?
my
That's
little ring light
cool.
over here, and
He
Oh,
put on his Sunday best.
yeah, I like it. Hey, do what you do.
actually,
Do what you do.
always keep the blazer around just in case.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
like that. Well, it's a good experience, man. And so Voyage Baltimore, guys, look it up. He can send the link later on. We can I'll send the link here after the live show here. That's cool, man.
Thank you.
No problem.
I
Did
appreciate
you?
the highlight for the day.
That's dope.
Yeah. Did you feel like you got more viewers hits from this article? What do you think?
No. If anything, it's like when I shared it with friends or family, it was like, oh, okay, that's nice. Never heard that story. Kind of wish I would have known. They
Yeah.
stuff back then, and it's like,
Yeah.
everybody was busy, and I don't want to burden them with my relationship stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Cool.
but
Go.
now I'm talking about my relationship.
Awesome. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's dope.
Congratulations. Yeah. Any PR is good PR.
Oh yeah.
All right. So, Anthony, you sent over an article about a woman jumps overboard.
Yes. So the lady, I read bits and pieces of it, but I just thought it was hilarious because it's like they were having an article, like this lady was having an argument with some guy in a hot tub, and then obviously they get detained. But the lady, she already looks crazy in the thing. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know what they were just talking about. And then next thing you know, security came to detain her, and she just jumped overboard. So now the cruise ship has to come up with a program to kind of give people a sense of calmness of what they just witnessed. Now,
So,
Hmm?
are people suing Carnival, like the family, or
no, nobody's suing because she
okay?
jumped on her own.
So I have a clip. Let me go and show that.
This lady shown in the video jumped off the Carnival cruise ship.
That's her.
Yeah,
So she is. They said updated article I read that she was not handcuffed. They just had her hand behind her back, and she was escorted to her room.
They ran to the side to throw rafts for her.
So did not show him jumping, but because she was in her room, I believe, or somewhere around her 10th floor, and she jumped or was pushed.
no,
She jumped from her room.
Yeah.
No, she jumped from the Lido deck. Like,
Oh,
is it the Lido
dude, I don't know about you. 10 stories high.
They turned the ship around for her.
A lady jumped off the boat.
Yeah.
Turning around right now. We threw two buoys, but she came up. She was acting kind of crazy, and she had to be on some sort of drugs because I don't know. Alcohol don't make you do that. So right now they turned the boat around. We kind of leaning right now. Woo! And yeah, hopefully they find this lady, y'all. I'll give y'all an update.
Jeez. So
Oh yeah, she jumped off her balcony.
yeah. So they abandoned the search. I read that after 7 hours, and This is off the coast of the Gulf of Mexico, so the Coast Guard got involved, obviously. But after 7 hours of treading, I don't know, son.
Especially as big as that boat is, who knows? They could have just picked her up under,
Yeah.
placed her under the thing. So.
All right, just made the announcement we're gonna be home, y'all, at 10 a.m. instead.
They're gonna turn the music back.
Yeah. So
Oh man, you gotta look at how brutal. You know, sometimes it's like, yeah, keep the body going.
yeah, right. I don't know, man. It's she was 28 years old from Missouri, and I think it was her first time. She was with her husband and 2 children. Wow.
Right,
So
she
where was
said,
her
"F
husband at
y'all."
when all this was going on? Where was her husband when all this was going on?
That's the biggest
He
question.
was at the cigar lounge, man,
Yeah.
talking to the hot honey by the beach.
But here's my question is there's so many cruises now, obviously now because, it's becoming normal now having these cruises. How many people have done this before, you know? What are the survival rates? You know, what's stopping people from jumping, which anybody can just jump off at any
There's
time during
Yeah,
the
I
cruise.
think for some of the balconies they actually do have like a plexiglass
Mm,
area right before you get to the railing.
yeah,
So
gotcha.
Man,
um
how do you explain that to the kids though?
Yeah, there's got to be more to the story here. I just, Mario's washed up. Going back. Yeah, I feel for the family. I'm sure there's a lot more to the story here. Like the guy said who was videotaping, there was probably some drugs involved. Alcohol probably won't do that. And they're saying that she was doing karaoke, hours before that, and she was fine. She was happy, and so
Hmm.
who knows?
Wow.
Oops, that's my fault. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. So I don't know, man. That's I'm sure it's one of many instances where people have jumped over for whatever reason. Or I feel like my theory is she probably got pushed.
Off her own balcony?
Or yeah, she probably said, "Oh, you want they're fighting with the husband, blah blah blah. You want me to jump? You want me to jump? You want me to jump?" And the gust of wind, woo,
I got you.
fell off, man. So I don't think
I'm
she.
sure they'll have more that comes out about
Oh,
what
yeah,
was
yeah,
really
yeah.
Those
happening.
balcony rooms aren't cheap.
Oh wow, yeah.
So I'm thinking like 3,000 roughly, especially with the kids and everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
spend some dollars.
I know.
Wow.
10 floors, 10 stories. That's pretty high. That's
honest
just
with
10 stories, not including from, how many feet from the first story, down. That's
Yeah.
more than 10 stories, man.
So my thing is like, okay, so if she jumped,
Hmm.
could she have possibly, how sometimes they say when somebody jumps off a bridge or something like that, then they die on the way down? Or did she pass away when she hit the water? Because you don't break the surface tension of that water,
Yeah, if
bones
you
are broken,
just
everything. That's a wrap.
yeah, if you don't jump on a certain way and enter the water,
Yeah, you
it's
have to
like
enter feet
smacking.
first. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like smacking concrete, pretty much.
Yeah. So then if she didn't land right and then she's bleeding, got an open fracture or anything like that,
Oh yeah, 7
that's
hours.
open
Oh yeah,
that's open game for sharks. Yeah. I
she
mean,
she
just
she dead.
either way, that's just a horrible situation all the way around.
Yeah,
That's rough, man.
yeah. The possibility that she's alive after 7 hours in the cold water.
It's
Not gonna
slim.
happen.
But hopefully dolphins found her so they can like kind of protect her at least.
That'd be good.
You're gonna need guardian angels. You're gonna need more than dolphins.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we feel for the family. When we update, there are more updates. I'm sure there's more updates out there. Reasons why she did jump or was pushed over or whatever. I think there's more to it. All right, D3, are we ready?
Yeah, we ready.
I think D3 got questions.
Well, not too long ago, I was driving. I think I was heading to work, and I saw something that I didn't see. I haven't seen in a long, long time. There's a guy hitchhiking, and I know that we have Uber and Lyft and things of that nature. So just thinking about somebody actually hitchhiking with their thumb out trying to get somewhere was pretty amazing to me, and it got me to thinking. Growing up in the '80s, I was born in the '70s, so growing up in the '80s, a lot of times our parents would tell us to go outside and play and have fun, but you better be on that porch when the street light comes on and buzzing. And we really didn't know the meaning behind that, but we know we weren't going to catch a whooping because we are going to be on the porch like they said. So it got me to thinking, with that situation, having sundown towns and a lot of different things that different minorities had to go through when the sun actually goes down, is our society actually safer now with more cell phones and more people recording and more CCTV and different cameras on different street corners? Is it really safe? And what got me to thinking about that was because during the '80s when I was growing up, a lot of kids were getting killed by a serial killer in Atlanta. But nowadays we have a lot of phones that people have either in their palm, on their computer, or like I said, on different street lights and on their corners. But a lot of times people would rather film you instead of helping you. So are we really safer now with more technology? I got questions.
I am going to say yes and no. Yes, you most likely have a better chance of getting caught because, like you said, people got phones and they can record right before, during, after, whatever.
Hmm.
And also, there's so much cameras out there now that it's possible to find clues, right?
Right.
But it's still not at that point where you're still safe. Especially I'll speak for two countries, if you versus United States. We have a lots of mental issues that we can't even correct or help, because that's the biggest problem we have now versus say Japan, right? Culturally, if you remember in Japan, you see 5, 6 year olds on the train riding home or to school by themselves. You will not see that. Well, rarely see that here in the United States, because it's not safe. The likelihood that someone's going to take that kid in the states, you're saying 8 out of 10 that may happen, right? Where in Japan it may be 2 out of 10 that may happen.
Hmm.
But are we safe? A little bit more because we have people have the phones and the technology to get caught, but still, people are still missing the past 20 years, without a trace. Prime example, right now, we have a 1 year case of a Filipino family. The husband is in jail right now. The They said the wife just left. 3 girls, 3 kids at home here in Chula Vista, and they found like on his computer, he was doing spells and he was texting. There's so many clues that they had some marital problems, but they had a camera across the street where he left like 5 in the morning and didn't come back until like 11 hours later.
He did it.
He did it, but no body and not enough, like the body it's guilty but no body, what I'm saying? Like, all the clues are there, texts, emails. He was doing witch doctor stuff, like they have a picture of blood splattered with candles on it. Had emails to these witch doctors online saying, I want her to put a spell on her to stay home. So there's clues to it, even with all the technology, but there's no body. San Diego is pretty big. You can go, and they figure from his GPS he was about 2 hour and a half away, dude. in the mountains of California, San Diego. It could be anywhere. It's a needle in a haystack. So
It's another cold case. Yeah.
yeah. So, but think about only 30 years before, before cell phones, dude, you would have no clue. Before CCTVs was even, available for everybody. And some of these CCTVs are grainy as shit, right? You can only
Thank you.
see.
Thank you. I mean, you can't really see much of anything, and then at the same time, if you have some type of power outage, or it's like it's not even there. So
Yeah,
what do you
yeah.
do?
Mm.
What
I'm gonna
somebody
say,
decided
yeah,
to
it's not safe,
the
bro.
hard drive.
Yeah, I see
Mm.
people on YouTube or TikTok like, still hitchhiking. I'm like, bro, you are brave as fuck.
Or that backpacking that people do
Yeah,
in other countries. Yeah.
yeah. They are so brave, and people come back. Yeah, it was the greatest experience. I was 21 years old, and went to Romanov to Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, Turkey, and people. I stayed at people's houses. Like hell, fucking no.
And then my thing is, what if you don't have a signal? There isn't.
Yeah,
They don't have payphones that you can use either,
yeah,
because nobody
yeah,
nobody has coins. So
yeah,
so is it really safer? But then
yeah.
at the same time, I saw a documentary that talked about the social media dilemma that they have in China, to
Mm-hmm.
where if somebody doesn't pay their bills or doesn't do anything, then they have different monitors around the city, to where it blasts your picture, and
Mm.
Yeah.
your business is out there in the street. So
Mm.
that camera that was on your phone, or that camera that was on the street, took your picture and is identifying you as who you are, for having whatever debt. So then you can't use the train, you can't get to work, you can't do anything. And everybody else that's around you, that's within eye shot of that camera or that monitor, can see exactly why you can't get to where you need to get to. So that camera is actually putting people on blast.
Mm.
So that
You
can't be
seen
safe for them. So that's kind of rough.
and that's one of the things that you get into, which Black Mirror was trying to tackle, which
Yeah.
is it too much technology to
Mm.
where we're not safe? And to the point, is it too little technology? Like, what is that sweet spot? Because on Black Mirror, there was like, hey, you have to, excuse me, make everybody happy and stuff like that. If your happy score is low, then you can lose perks. And that's what's
Yeah.
happening in China as well. So, I mean, if they already doing it now as a big brother thing, imagine if it was done at a global scale. I
Yeah.
Yeah.
mean, we do that now, like liking posts and giving people stars and stuff like that. So,
Which is another level of cyberbullying. So that's
Yeah.
not making it safe either.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm thinking, everybody has these conspiracy theory. As far as even the vaccine, they're chipping us. Bitch, they're no one's chipping you. You are nobody. Even soldiers on the battlefield, they get killed by friendly fire, and they have the highest technologies available in the military. Who would I want to? Why would I want to, put a chip in a vaccine or in a phone? The government following you, Billy Bob, Chris. I don't know. I don't understand. Right now, a lot of people are still missing, and we still can't find them.
well,
You
that'll
know?
be a better reason to chip.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
is true. That is true.
they
That
already
is
I'm
true.
got.
tr- I'm I'm grinding so I can disappear. So
Yeah,
chip ain't
I,
happening. So
me and
Yeah,
D3, we're probably chipped. I don't know. We don't. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
potato chipped.
Yeah, we're potato chip. There's somebody there. All the boosters and shot they gave us, we are probably chipped. They know that I'm jacking off every other day or something like that.
Whoa, what? Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
No, okay, so let's going
So
back.
that's why you wearing glasses.
That's
Yeah,
a
right.
nice
He went
segue.
he went
Take a
blind.
segue.
Right, I
um,
like the transition here.
but I'm thinking, like, wouldn't they get with to the cell phone carriers? There's got to be like, hey, he went 2 hours away the last time he had a signal. There's got to be
Well, you got to look at
where,
cell phone towers. I
Yeah, but
mean,
yeah,
don't they have to
how
they have to
far
get a
away they
quote
are.
unquote a court order
a
for
court
all of that
order.
too? Yeah.
Yeah. But that would be. I'm pretty sure they at least have that technology in the general area. Well, you're in this vicinity, last signal pinged at this area, and then at least you get close to the area, you can find the person. So
Yeah,
Oh,
they
did
just
you
can't
see
sit back
calls
and wait for
response?
somebody to.
What's up?
Calls response about the vaccines killing boomers so you can get your Social Security money.
Yeah, right.
And I'm
That's
like,
one of the conspiracies. COVID's invented to kill boomers to get their Social Security money. Probably. I don't know.
You mean
I
the
mean,
Social
if you think
Security,
about
the
it
Social
from
Security that they were trying to get rid of?
Yeah. Yeah. Trust me, the government is not chipping you because if that was possible, if they were, a lot of people would not be missing. They would find you in a heartbeat. So, like I said, military. I mean, maybe they're probably the only ones who probably would be chipped if they were doing that. But on the regular, they're not doing that. So people are still missing.
And they
But no,
think back
so
then, we even say came up with that. Was it America's Most Wanted? Because of course
mm,
everybody didn't have cell phones, and they have unsolved mysteries and stuff like that too.
yeah,
But
yeah,
you really don't see. I mean, I think it's still out, but you don't really see too much out of it. A lot of it's in syndication.
yes, sir, yes,
So
sir. Yeah, we are safe, but not safe. How about that?
yeah,
We're not at that point where, like in China, like Anthony said, where do we draw the line of you? Like, you seen that one movie where you walk, the marketing is targeted to you. So if you're walking through, like, say, the bus station, hey Anthony, what's going on?
Yep.
Hey D3,
I was like,
your last condom bought was 2 days ago. Something like that. The target with the
that would be a
3D.
problem for me. That would be a problem.
you
Yeah.
only
Yeah,
you only bought the
I'm
three
about
pack?
I'm about to turn out missing.
Renew your subscription to the blue pills. Something like that. Yeah.
Oh man, your blue spinach.
Your Pornhub.com has just downloaded. Hey, bro. So
Stop beating.
yeah,
Stop beating.
it's happening now. Like you say, we say Nike right now. Watch our Facebook and Instagram. All these Nike, what do you call it? Ads come out. So
Well, I
Pop up
actually
on
talked to my
YouTube,
phone
yeah.
to kind of get my feedback together because
yeah,
my business page has has almost cross pollinated with my personal, and
okay.
because my personal one, I'm looking at a bunch of like dog videos, cat videos, like they doing dumb stuff. But now my business page started to do the same thing. So what I started
Mm,
doing was talking about business, started talking about finances every time I'm on my business page, and now I'm starting to kind of get that filter back together.
Yeah, so
So,
that AI can like, okay, well he talked about this, so maybe I can throw that suggestion. Yeah.
yep.
You
exactly.
outsmarted it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do it to your advantage. I mean, why not?
Mm.
Yeah, but if you think about it, it's good because, like, say, hey, you talking about Nikes, and I was really looking for some Nikes, and boom, your phone's already helping you out right there.
Yeah, the new Cortez.
Right. I want to make some more money.
Oh.
Hey, what we got?
Yeah,
Side hustles show up.
12 ways to make $100 a day. Something like
That's
that.
it.
Trying to fight disease with hot dog water.
They'll definitely keep more
Ballpark,
people away from you.
Yeah.
ballpark Frank pops up.
Save all your pickle waters. 30 minutes before you do the deed. All right.
Ooh,
All right.
like
Well, good
whatever.
segue into money moves with Coach
That's a
Anthony.
quick way.
Emotional, damn it.
Welcome, everybody. My name is Anthony from the About That Water podcast, where I talk about pretty much just helping you build stronger financial behaviors. And with that, I actually try to feature a new book every week. And this book is called the Financial Wellbeing Book, right here. It is pretty awesome book, nice little short read. So if you ever get a chance, definitely pick it up. One of the things I do like about this, because it starts off at the very beginning, and this is actually page X, so it's not even inside the book, where they're talking about the financial well-being. The financial well-being can also be broken down into 5 elements: a clear path to achieve identifiable objective, control of daily finances, the ability to cope with a financial shock, financial options in life, and clarity and security for those we leave behind. So if you think about it, each one of those elements when it comes to your finances is something that everybody has to have an answer for. Because if you don't have an answer, then you're actually leaving a lot of money on the table, mainly for you, your family, and again, the people that you leave behind. So I challenge you all today to take a moment right now to think about how much money that you actually have in the bank. If you don't know that number, you need to look at it right now, because one of those things is that a lot of people don't know is they don't know where their money is going, and
Mm.
that's because they constantly spending it. But I want you to challenge yourself today. Even by the time you listen to this particular recording, take time out, look at your account, figure out where you've been spending your money for the last 30 days, and start fresh. It's never too late to start. It's the only time it is too late is when you pass away. So while you're still breathing, take time out to get to know about that wallet. Boom.
Yeah, I feel sad when I see my money.
Emotional damage.
Pretty much that plays in my ear when I even see my account, because I know at one time it wasn't emotional damage. It was
Yeah.
a lot more than I had before. But now I've started investing the past at least 2 years now. So I'm in the right. I'm way behind, but man, I wish, like I said, I had a coach Anthony, or people who knew a little bit about finances and said, at least put stuff money away. I don't care, the $100, $50, put in an IRA or Roth, let the sucker compound eight. By the time you know it, um, you are half a million in to a million. I think that's something we should let everybody know. It's never too late, but um, need to start somewhere, and you need to get with people who who's in the know, right? With like Coach Anthony, and say, okay, I got $50 a month. Hey, that's better than zero. What
Yes.
can I do, Coach Anthony? Where can I put it so I sock it away, right?
Yep. Because one of the things is that again, this is one of the five elements, which is the ability to cope with a financial shock. And we all have those like oh crap moments. Hey, I don't have no money. Like, what am I going to do?
Yeah,
So, and that's why it's depending on your strategies. For me, my strategy is having credit cards available,
yeah.
because I know I can pay those off. Plus, I get points back
Hmm.
for financial shocks. Now, for some people that aren't financially, who don't have strong credit, the best thing to do is actually save. If you can even save about 2,000, maybe even 3,000. But again, it starts off with that $50 a month. Just
Hmm.
start building it, because you're gonna have that OS moment.
Oh yeah,
It's like,
yeah,
where what am I going to do? And you just
yeah,
need the capital to fall back on. So
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's all you need. It's you have the automatic deduction. Like, look, I got $100. Let me put it away. Long term, Coach Anthony, where what will benefit me better than a savings account? Fuck, savings account. You might as well put it in your back pocket. Savings account. That's
but
pretty much what it is.
yeah, like I said, it depends on your risk. If you're not really cool losing it all, then I would say definitely have that immediate capital on hand.
Hmm.
At least you don't need. I'll say 3,000 is a nice comfortable amount.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
3,000 on hand, just like
yeah,
extra, as
just
we call it,
extra, man, because it will
American.
cover. If you think about 3,000, will cover
Yeah,
K an emergency, like something you forgot, like you need new rims for some reason because you hit a curb and your
yeah, yeah.
rims got bent, and your insurance company riding around on a little donut for 5 hours, like
Mm,
5 days or
yeah,
something like that. You can just
yeah,
go buy one right quick. So
yeah.
yeah, I
Hey,
Well,
in Atlanta, they got rent a rim.
are you serious?
It's just like rent a center, but it got rent a rim, and people are
What?
yeah,
getting juiced at a 30-some% interest rate on rim.
Wow.
Like
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, that's the problem. The problem with that, Carl, is like for me, like maybe a lot of normal, not normal people just like not into like watching or waking up 4 in the morning, or when stock goes up, and watching numbers, it's a gamble. Like I might as well put my money. If you don't know what you're doing, you're just like kind of like,
So you can't
oh,
yeah.
Anthony, where do I put? Who do I call? What do I call? Okay, 2,000. By 2 weeks from now, blah blah blah. It's really an up and down. It's never really for sure unless it's insider trading. If you have some insider trading, let me know.
Martha Stewart.
Yeah, right. Martha Stewart, congressmen and senators, they know. But I do have that app. What do you call that?
Robin Hood.
Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Played with it a couple times. There was a time, say, by Kodak, it's shooting up. I don't know why, and I bought it and I made $200, and I was happy with that. But yeah, but after that, it's like AMC, and what was the other one? AMC and
GameStop.
GameStop. It was just lucky,
GoPro is struggling too.
Yeah, are they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Bitcoins, bitcoins and what else? The Dogecoin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only a couple weeks ago, where the cryptocurrencies just went down. People lost like hundreds of $1,000s, millions. So they're not stable. Don't buy AMC or GameStop. Yeah, exactly. Not now. But yeah, I mean, it just takes me. Hey, Anthony saying, "Hey, Floyd, go buy this. Trust me, buy it now." And I would buy it. Whatever, a couple hundred here, a couple there. But I'm not that kind of person that watches stock. So, like I said, get with the person who knows and say, "Hey, I got X amount of money, and I just want to grow in the next 20, 30 years," and that's your best bet to have some money left over for retirement. So.
Yeah, and I always say that if you're not sure what stock to get into, just get into an ETF, which is an exchange trade fund, mainly because they actually filter out the bad companies. Somebody's underperforming, they'll get filtered down to the bottom and completely out of it. So you'll technically never really lose.
Yeah.
And if you want to cheat, this is a cheat code for everybody who stayed on this long. If you really want to figure out what stocks to buy into, look at any ETF. They'll tell you the top 10 that they invested in. Just invest in the top 3. You're always golden.
Hey.
So a lot of people don't talk about that, but yeah, they have everything public. They'll tell you which ones they invested in, so it's a cheap one.
Yeah. Oh, yes. So yeah, money. Please take care of your money. Coach Anthony, he has weekly or bi-weekly podcast. He has people from all walks of life talk about money and interest and real estate, insurance, and how to invest. So get with somebody, get with Coach Anthony, hit him up, DM him, and he'll put you in the right direction. But yeah, Bel Air. Look, I know we talked about Bel Air. We showed the interview, and it's produced by Will Smith, so he has a say in it. I'm gonna tell you something, man.
So
I'm gonna tell you
real quick. If you haven't watched it, this is a spoiler alert. You might
alert.
You might want to close your ears or just put everything on mute.
I want to tell you right now, I am heavily invested. There's the first couple minutes of Bel Air, I'm like, oh, come on, man. Will Smith, Joffrey, Vivian, Ashley, Carlton, everybody is perfectly cast. I'm telling you. It's not Riverdale. They do curse, so you will hear Will, and Will Smith, the Fresh Prince, who's playing Will Smith, the actor. He is not exactly Will Smith, the Fresh Prince, but I'm telling you, he has the essence.
Yeah, the mannerisms.
The mannerism.
Yeah.
Vivian, Aunt Vivian, whoo, she is beautiful. I'm telling, and has the essence of Vivian. So I don't know who the writers are, but holy moly, it is well written. Every cast is cast perfectly. I'm still warming up to the sister, the older sister. What's her name? Hillary.
Hilarious.
It's okay, but
She's not as light skinned as the other one.
Yeah, the
she
guy who
actually
plays
looks like her parents.
No, she looks like her parents. Yeah,
Still.
there's nobody like. Yeah, it's real. It's not like I can say this, right? We're all brothers here. She ain't white. She ain't white skinned. she's of color. Pretty much. Perfect cast, at least for that.
Ashley too. Yeah.
Yeah, Ashley too. And
they look like they could really be their kids.
Yeah, the butler. Dude, that guy is a spy.
No,
suave.
He's not. Remember, he said he wasn't a butler. He's the house manager.
House manager.
I like that.
Dude. Yeah, Uncle Phil. I'm telling you, man, Uncle Phil he's suave. You know, he's Idris. He is 007. And he even sounds like Uncle Phil.
He kind of reminds me a little bit of Tay Diggs a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Carlton, I want to punch him in the face a couple times, but he is playing his part. Carlton is playing his part.
Yeah, he's a jerk.
Um, there is so much emotion. There's I'm telling you, great actors. Will Smith is hitting it out of the park. These guys should be proud of what they're doing so far. 4 episodes. I'm telling you, give it a chance. I'm telling you, get over the
Yeah.
first episode, go to second, third, and fourth. Oh my God,
Whatever you thought about the actual sitcom,
take it out.
this
But
is a drama.
it
Oh,
is
so
a
the whole drama?
serious
No,
drama.
nothing to laugh at. It's nothing to laugh at.
No, it's not. It's like
It-
fuck
it-
you,
it dig-
Carlton.
it
Yeah.
digs into why
Yeah.
he actually had to go to
Yeah,
Bel Air. Oh
Yeah.
it's
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah.
it's a drama.
Yeah.
It's binge worthy.
Each
So this is,
character,
um,
each character is so interesting that just few scenes with each character, like you're invested in that character. You know, like you see a lot of TV shows, like I don't give a fuck about Nancy or Chris or whatever, right? No, every character is like, who the fuck is Carlton?
Even Jazz is cool.
Yeah, Jazz is like, what the fuck?
Jazz is dope. Yeah.
Jazz is dope. They well casted, well written so far. Okay, I know as we go along with some series, they just kind of lose steam. But I'm telling you guys, watch Bel Air. You will not be disappointed, especially if you're a fan of the Fresh Prince.
Mhm.
They do justice to each character in their own spin in today's times. You know, you're talking about social networking and cars and phones and all that. So I'm telling you, man, I didn't like the kid, but the kid, I'm telling you, man, he got it. He got
and
on
Peacock, on Peacock, the first episode is free.
Yeah.
Then the second episode, you have to get the subscription to them, which is like $5 a month.
Yeah. Yeah.
See the other episodes that they have. They come out with one episode every week.
So this episode is not sponsored by Peacock. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, no, it's not talking about Peacock.
Not sponsored by Peacock or any of its affiliates.
Yeah. Will, you did it right. Will, you did it right. And I'm telling you, you are not going to be disappointed. every day, Carla, I wanna punch Carlton in the face, but he's appropriate. He's doing his job. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So is Mama Barbara watching it too? Yeah. They said it got for free. What was for free? Oh, Peacock's free, right? Online?
I think so.
Yeah, you just gotta watch the commercials if it's on demand. Yeah, the 4th episode just came out, man. I'm telling you. Anyways, Anthony, if you haven't seen it, please, you gotta sit down. You're not gonna just watch one. You're gonna keep watching 4 episodes right now into it, and so.
Well, I'm still going through my Game of Thrones.
Am I the only one? I've watched 1 episode.
Yeah, I'm on. This is my first time watching it through.
Okay.
And I am on season 6, episode 4. Because I got like a little workout that I do each time I watch. So not sure if you can see it.
Oh, yeah.
So I do like every time they say certain things like leg lifts, I do squats or jumping jacks or push-ups. Like I had to do a lot of push-ups in this episode.
Oh,
like
man.
everybody who had a major line,
yeah,
I was on push-ups. So yeah, they all died. So don't get attached.
I will binge watch one day Games of Thrones. I'm not there yet, but it's okay, guys. If you have not watched it, I'm gonna give you a epiphany. Okay, last episode. If you have not watched it, turn it off. Right, don't listen to me right now because I'm gonna tell you something that's gonna be a bombshell. All right, Ashley. Right, the littlest sister, youngest. Man, I think she gay. Watch.
I don't know. Because the guy put his arm around her and she liked that until she saw Jeffrey.
Ashley.
Jeffrey's like,
I'm talking about Ashley.
Ashley ready to go. He got a Jamaican accent and everything. Oh, Ashley
yeah, no.
Will, what go on, Will?
Yeah. To make it spicy and interesting, I think Ashley gay. It's not a problem. I'm saying that
she was saying that she was waiting for the other girl to get there.
Right. And at the end, And then at the end, remember when he said, "Hey, I brought your friends over," and that girl came over and she gave him that look. That
Mm.
is how different this show is. That is how crazy it is.
It
The
talks about all
emotion.
types of
It's
issues. Yeah,
yeah.
drug
It's not.
addiction,
It's
all types of
it
stuff.
is.
Yeah.
It is not corny at all yet. Anyways,
You say
watch it
it.
out, guys. Bel Air, produced by Will Smith. Every actor is perfectly cast so far. 4 episodes. You got to watch it, dude. I will talk about it every week. Let me. Hey, what do you know what happened? So, spoiler alert: if you come on our show, I'm gonna be talking about Bel Air once in a while. All right, guys. So I know it's Black History Month. We didn't get around to it, but I do want to leave you guys with a poem.
Mhm.
This is the greatest poem you've never heard. Check it out.
Forgotten. I feel sorrow, now a deep breath from my lungs that sees all the pain from what I have become. I sat there and cried with a dozen forget-me-nots, but the forgetful have never forgot. But now I see with my eyes. I feel with my hands that coil around anger. I touch it, and it feels like silk to me. I come closer and let it take me. It invites me with that evil sound. I love it, so I embrace it. I become the insecure magma I criticize, not oblige, and that I never wanted to be, me. I still kiss it, and to me it smells good, for I have no things to give my passion to, but what I am now made of. A boiling hot kettle with temper, it will rise, so I cannot meet with my mind. Me and good cross paths, we glare, but we stare, frightened of what we have been, not begin. But still we shake hands, still remembering that we're enemies, still not friends, but to begin. This is the start, not my heart or my part. I'm still trying to forget and I recommend, but there's one more thing I need to say before I end. To start anew, I said I grew, but I had already knew that the forgetful have never forgot.
Man, deep.
That was dope. That was dope.
Can we get some snaps? Can we get some snaps? Kids, stop, ladies and gentlemen, stop book banning. Let our kids educate themselves what is right or wrong. Learn from our history. This is Black History Month, but this should be American history. Every day we should learn about the things that the Black Americans have contributed to this world, especially the Mexicans, Asians, Indians, Native Americans. So until that day, it's appropriate to have Black History Month to highlight all the accolades and things that we've done, because this is not taught in every state. So we still need it, and she is the prime example of why we still need it. Deep. Boys, D3, Anthony, Coach Anthony, thank you so much for joining us. Carla, Carl, everybody who's been on, Mama Barbara, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. Welcome, everybody. It's Highway 54. We will back next Sunday, but don't forget to check out About That Wallet. About to go live next week, right?
Yeah, I'll be going live on Wednesdays starting next week. I'm just doing a couple test runs, see how it goes with new equipment.
All right, boys, stick around. Thank you guys so much.
We hope you enjoyed the show today. Do us a favor and click on the like button or share our podcast. Thanks for listening. Till next time, we are Highway 54.